The compliment felt good. It wasn't. Your manager walks by, says, "You're so reliable. I can always count on you." You smile. But here's what just happened. You became replaceable. David, 7 years, perfect delivery every time, praised constantly, replaced in 5 weeks. Jennifer, 14 months, loud, demanding, argumentative, promoted. Same team. Reliable got replaced. Noise got promoted. I'm 32. I sat in the meeting where they decided David was too useful to move. Let me show you why being dependable makes you disposable. My name is Michael, 32 years old, corporate middle management for 8 years, and I've watched the most reliable workers get destroyed by their own consistency. The people who show up, who deliver, who never miss deadlines, who managers praise but never promote. Not because they're not good enough, because they're too good at staying in place. Reliability isn't rewarded, it's weaponized to keep you exactly where you are. Here's the truth. You become infrastructure. Infrastructure doesn't get promoted, it gets maintained until it breaks. Then it gets replaced. Watch how this works. David, senior analyst, 7 years at the company, never missed a deadline, never pushed back on requests, never complained about workload. Every report accurate, every analysis thorough, every meeting smooth. His manager praised him weekly. Annual review arrives. His manager opens with, "David, you're one of the most reliable people on this team. Honestly, I don't know what we'd do without you." David smiles. 7 years of perfect execution. This is finally the year. You needed to feel valued. Then his manager continues. "So we're giving you a 4% raise and keeping you in your current role. We need you exactly where you are. You're too valuable to move." David sits there, quiet. He didn't see it coming. That same cycle, 3 others got promoted. One joined 9 months ago. Another missed 2 major deadlines. The third argued with leadership so loudly HR got involved. They got promoted. David didn't. Why? Because David was useful. Useful people don't move up. They get leaned on. Watch the calculation managers make. If we promote David, who handles the critical reporting? Who delivers without oversight? Who solves problems without escalation? Replacing reliable people is expensive, so keep him there. Give him a modest raise. Tell him he's essential. Keep extracting. I sat in the calibration meeting where they discussed David. His manager said, "He's rock solid, never have to worry about his work, but we can't move him. Too much depends on him staying exactly where he is." Someone asked, "Doesn't 7 years of perfect performance earn promotion?" The response, "It's not about performance, it's about positioning. He's our safety net. Moving him creates risk. Keep him where he's most useful to us." David never heard this. He just knew he got passed over. Again. In minute 8, I'll show you the question management is counting on you never asking. The question that would break their entire extraction model if reliable people started asking it collectively. But they won't, because asking makes you unreliable, and unreliable people get managed out. First, watch the math nobody shows you.
David, 7 years, started at $58,000. After 7 years of 4% raises, he's making $76,000. Perfect execution, mentored 4 analysts, built systems that saved hundreds of hours, worked weekends without complaint. Meanwhile, Marcus joined 2 years ago at $62,000, pushed back on timelines 3 times, missed 1 major deadline, escalated loudly to senior leadership about resource constraints, made noise, got promoted after 16 months, now makes $88,000. Marcus makes $12,000 more per year. That's $1,000 more per month, every month, while David delivers flawlessly and Marcus argues loudly. $1,000. That's your rent, your car payment, your groceries, every single month, for 7 years now. $84,000 for being loud instead of reliable. Here's what nobody told David. Marcus missed that major deadline. David covered it, worked the weekend, delivered Marcus's analysis on Monday morning. Marcus got credit for rallying the team under pressure, got promoted 3 months later. David got thanked for being reliable. Reliability signals this to management. You don't need us. You don't need support. You don't need recognition. You don't need development. You just need tasks. You'll handle them quietly, without escalation, without demanding resources. Low maintenance. Low maintenance employees don't get investment. They get maximum utilization. You're not being developed for leadership. You're being optimized for permanent execution. Think about the last time someone praised your reliability. Did praise come with promotion, significant raise, new opportunities, or just more responsibility at the same level? Most of you got more work. That's what reliability earns, not advancement, dependency. Watch how the system works. I sat in talent review last spring, mapping succession plans, identifying who's ready for next-level roles, who might leave if ignored. David's manager brought him up, said David is rock solid, handles everything, never pushes back. I literally don't think about his work because I know it's handled. HR asked, so he's ready for senior manager? His manager hesitated, said he could do the work, but he's holding together our entire reporting infrastructure. 3 executives depend on his weekly summaries. Moving him creates a gap we can't fill. Keep him there. Another director asked, for how long? The manager didn't commit, just said, we'll revisit next cycle. They never did. David's been there 9 years now. Too reliable to promote. But here's the part that destroyed me. The manager said, good news is David doesn't complain. He's not pushing for promotion. He seems content. We're not at risk of losing him. We can keep him in place as long as we need. Translation: his reliability made him safe to ignore. His consistency made him easy to exploit. His silence made him invisible. Reliability doesn't get rewarded. It gets weaponized. Watch what happens over time. Year 1, you prove yourself. Consistent delivery. Build trust. Become dependable. People rely on you. Feels good. Year 3, you handle critical work. Managers depend on you. Praised regularly. You're so reliable. We can always count on you. You feel valued. You needed to feel valued.
Year 5. You're doing the work of 2 people. No promotion, just more work. Same title. Raises that barely match inflation. You kept delivering. You thought consistency would be enough. Year 7. Exhausted. You've trained 4 people who all got promoted past you, still in the same role, still being told you're too valuable to move. You stayed quiet. You didn't want to seem ungrateful. Year 7. David requests time off for his daughter's graduation. His request goes to Jennifer. Jennifer, the one he trained 18 months ago. She's now his skip-level manager. She reviews his request and says, not this week, David. We need you on the executive summary, maybe next quarter for vacation. David trained her how to write executive summaries. Now she asks her permission to see his daughter graduate. He stays, files the report, misses graduation, gets thanked in the all-hands meeting for being reliable. Year 10, you finally understand. Being reliable didn't build your career. It capped it at year 1. Now watch someone who's strategically unreliable. Jennifer joined David's department 3 years ago. Competent, not exceptional. She delivers, but she's vocal about obstacles, escalates blockers to senior leadership, pushes back on unrealistic timelines, makes her challenges visible and loud. Managers have to pay attention. They have to clear her path. They have to support her, because if they don't, she'll fail visibly, and visible failure creates problems. So they invest, give her resources David never got, remove obstacles David worked around, promote her to give her authority to solve her own problems. Jennifer got promoted in 14 months. David's been waiting 9 years. Same department, different approaches. Reliability kept David stuck. Noise got Jennifer promoted. Stop here. How many times in the last year have you been praised for being reliable? Count them. Drop the number in the comments. I'm reading every one, because most of you are being positioned for stagnation right now. You just don't know it yet. Now watch what reliable actually means in corporate language. Reliable means categorized. When they say you're reliable, they mean predictable. You won't demand, you won't push back, safe to load up. When they say we can always count on you, they mean we don't have to manage you. You'll figure it out alone. You're self-sufficient, which means we can ignore you. When they say you're essential to the team, they mean too useful to move. We built dependency on you. Promoting you creates a gap we don't want to fill. When they say we don't know what we'd do without you, they mean we don't want to find out. You're cheaper to keep than replace. Every piece of praise is a signal. You're being positioned, not for growth, for extraction.
Watch this pattern. The reliable people are always last to get promoted. Always. Because they made themselves too useful at their current level. They became the solution to management's problems. Management doesn't promote solutions. They keep them deployed where they solve problems cheaply. David makes his manager's life easier. Jennifer makes her manager nervous. Easy gets maintained. Nervous gets promoted. Watch the calculation from management's perspective. David costs $76,000 per year. Handles work requiring 2 people. Replacing him costs $150,000 minimum. By keeping him there, the company saves $74,000 per year. Over 5 years, that's $370,000 extracted from David's willingness to be reliable. Jennifer costs $88,000, but she's loud. She escalates. If they don't promote her, she'll leave or become a bigger problem. Managing her noise costs more than promoting her. So David gets thanked. Jennifer gets promoted. Both calculated. This isn't personal, it's math. Reliable people are more profitable kept in place. That question I mentioned, the one management is counting on you never asking, here it is. What does being reliable cost me? David calculated it year 9. 9 years averaging $72,000 when he should have been promoted to senior manager at $95,000 by year 6. That's $23,000 per year for 3 years. $69,000 lost, plus compounding over the next 20 years of career. Total cost of being too reliable, $320,000 in lifetime earnings. For being dependable, for not complaining, for being useful, for missing his daughter's graduation.
Truth about reliability. It's not a virtue in corporate America. It's a vulnerability. The more reliable you are, the safer you are to ignore. The more dependable you become, the less they invest in you. Reliability doesn't build careers, it caps them. The reward for being reliable is more reliance, not advancement. Just more dependency, more work, more responsibility, same level, same title, same limited future. This connects to the normalcy trap.
Once you accept that being reliable is good, you stop questioning why it never leads anywhere. You stop asking why people who create problems get promoted while you stay stuck. The reliability trap, the promotion lie, the recognition trap. Different mechanisms, same result. You working more, delivering more, being more useful, while advancement stays exactly where it's always been, just out of reach. The question isn't whether you should be reliable. The question is, are you being strategically reliable or quietly exploited? Most people never ask. They just keep delivering, keep being dependable, keep waiting for reliability to be rewarded. It won't be. This is the utility paradox. The more useful you become, the less mobile you are. They built systems around your reliability. Removing you creates gaps, so they keep you in place and call it being essential. But here's what really happened. You didn't become essential, you became infrastructure. And infrastructure doesn't climb, it supports until it wears out, then it gets replaced. The praise was real, the dependency was real, but the advancement was never coming, because you were too useful exactly where you were. You didn't get stuck because you weren't good enough. You got stuck because you were too reliable and too quiet about what that reliability was costing you. Every single month, $1,000. Every month for being dependable instead of loud.